In May 2025, the Indian subcontinent came to the brink. India and Pakistan engaged in a brutal 4-day conflict. While the world saw the usual dogfights and social media bravado, a secret war was being fought in the electromagnetic spectrum. On one side, Pakistan claimed a historic victory, boasting they had downed India's most advanced fighter, the Rafale. On the other side, India claimed its AI-powered kill chain hit targets with a 94% success rate. But here is the twist. There has been no credible independent evidence, no wreckage, no pilot capture, no satellite imagery, confirming a Rafale shootdown. France didn't confirm it. India didn't acknowledge losses. Open-source intelligence analysts found nothing conclusive. Yet the perception stuck. So what did Pakistan actually hit? The answer likely lies in a 30-kilogram ghost decoy that trails 100 meters behind a jet. Today, we are looking at why India won the technological war, but let Pakistan win the narrative. To understand the victory, you have to look at the brain of the operation. A high-ranking Indian general officially revealed in October 2025 that the Indian Army used Edge AI to run a system called Sanjay. Most AI systems rely on distant servers. But in May 2025, Pakistan deployed massive electronic jamming. If India's drones had to call home for instructions, they would have been useless. Instead, the AI was on the platform, inside the drones and the soldiers' kits. This is Edge AI. It allowed Indian units to process data locally and make split-second decisions even when the network was dark. Then there was the ECAS, or the Electronic Intelligence Collation and Analysis System. Trained on 26 years of data on Pakistani radar frequencies and signatures, it achieved 94% accuracy in identifying targets in real time. Even the weather was weaponized. A system called Anuman 2.0 provided 48-hour forecasts so precise that Indian artillery could fire through storms the PAF thought were impassable. But the real game-changer wasn't a missile. It was a decoy. Meet the X-Guard. Developed by Israelis Rafael and integrated into the fighter jet Rafale Spectra electronic warfare suite, this is a fiber-optic towed decoy, FOTD. Here's how it works. When a Rafale enters a high-threat zone, it deploys this 30-kilogram pod on a 100-meter fiber optic cable. This isn't just a piece of metal. It's an AI-powered mimic. It analyzes incoming radar signals and reflects back a 500-watt jamming signal that perfectly copies the radar cross-section and Doppler velocity of the real jet. To a Pakistani pilot or a ground-based radar, the screen showed two identical Rafales flying close together. Pakistan's primary long-range weapon, the Chinese-made PL-15E missile, homed in on the strongest signal. But the X-Guard is a missile magnet. It's designed to be more Rafale-like than the actual Rafale. During the conflict, several Chinese PL-15s reportedly struck these decoys. On a radar screen, it looks like a confirmed kill. There's a massive explosion of electronic data, the target disappears, and the pilot claims victory. But in reality, the Indian pilot simply reeled in the cable or cut it loose, and flew home in a perfectly intact $100 million jet. A US Air Force veteran described this as the best instance of spoofing and deception ever seen. It effectively redefined the rules of air combat. This explains the Rafale myth. Pakistan's military spokesperson claimed they downed multiple Rafales. Islamabad's narrative was built on those radar hits and perhaps some wreckage of the 30 kilograms decoys. But the physical evidence was missing. No pilot was captured. No wreckage of a twin-engine French jet was ever found in the world of high-stakes propaganda. A radar hit is as good as a kill. Pakistan won the Twitter war because they had the screenshots. India, meanwhile, was sitting on a revolutionary technological success, but they stayed silent. Why? This is the ultimate question. Why doesn't a nationalist government boast about a 94% success rate and a tech-driven victory? Reason 1. Protecting the signature. In electronic warfare, your secret source is the electronic signature that decoy uses to fool the enemy. If India boasts about how the X-Guard mimics the Rafale, they give Pakistan's engineers the data they need to patch their missiles. Silence keeps the decoy effective for the next war. Reason 2. The UN and killer robots. India is under pressure for refusing to ban lethal autonomous weapons, laws. If New Delhi admits that AI is now deciding which targets to prioritize and eliminating them with 94% accuracy, it triggers a massive international backlash. Reason 3. Strategic de-escalation. By letting Pakistan believe they scored a moral victory, India allowed Islamabad an off-ramp. humiliating a nuclear-armed neighbor by proving their most advanced Chinese missiles were fooled by a 30 kilograms Israeli decoy could have pushed the conflict into a nuclear escalation. The May 2025 skirmish proved that modern war is no longer just about who has the biggest gun. It's about who has the best algorithm and the most convincing ghosts. So who won the clash? Militarily, India likely achieved its objectives, quietly, efficiently, and with advanced technology. Narratively, Pakistan won. And that tells us something crucial about modern warfare. Wars are no longer just about missiles and jets. They're about AI systems, information control, and perception management. India may have tested the future of warfare. Pakistan continues to master the narrative. And unless India learns to fight on both battlefields, the physical and the informational, it will keep winning wars while losing the story.